आपको मेंशन करना चाहिए था, इनको बहुत देर से आप बैठाए हुए थे. आई एम नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन समवन फ्रॉम दी फोर्सेस टू वेट. आगे से वैसा अगर पर्सनल अपीयरेंस है तो मेंशन कर दीजिए. And I will grant you time.
That is why,
but the collector should have informed this commandant that we are taking steps. There is no need of going to High Court. But why this gentleman had to come? This collector did not inform him.
कलेक्टर को हम
क्या है जो पर्सनल अपीयरेंस हो गया?
और इसमें पेमेंट ऑफ कॉम्पनसेशन का मामला था और इसमें हुजूर का पिछला ऑर्डर था 18/10/2022 का कि अगर कॉम्पनसेशन पेमेंट नहीं करते हैं, लास्ट चांस इज गिवन टू द कलेक्टर सुपौल एंड द कमांडेंट सीमा सशस्त्र बल 18th Battalion to pay compensation to the petitioner within a period of 6 weeks from today, failing which they will appear personally in the court on the next date of hearing.
Payment be done?
Allow me to. Yesterday I talked to the district magistrate. Now there are two important facts, man. One is that yes, we have admitted that payment has to be made, and we'll do that payment. Now the entire process takes some time, my lord. 6 weeks time, because
I can give you 6 or 8 weeks, but why this gentleman had to come? This collector did not inform him. And I will grant you time.
that is why, my
But
lord,
the collector should have informed this commandant that we are taking steps. There is no need of going to High Court.
ये वाली बात कलेक्टर साहब से हमारी नहीं हुई. कलेक्टर साहब से हमारी बात हुई. कलेक्टर साहब बोले कि हम आ जाते हैं, ये बातें हैं. हमने कहा
कब कितने दिन बाद में पेमेंट करिएगा इनको?
हुजूर ये पूरा स्टेप्स
आप बोलिए ना एक ही बार.
6
महीना
6 महीना हमने एडमिट कर लिया है कि हम लोग करेंगे. ये हम पैराग्राफ पढ़ दे रहे हैं.
The learned counsel for the para 9 of counter affidavit reads as follows. Counter affidavit of the state reads as follows.
पैराग्राफ 8 and 9 both में भी
8 and 9 read as follows. In view of the undertaking of the collector, this application is disposed of with a direction to pay the compensation amount to the petitioner within 6 months. Next, ऊपर में कर दीजिएगा. The collector ought to have informed the Union of India and the commandant SSB about filing of the counter affidavit, and if the amount was being paid by the state, there was no need of the
I'm sorry, there is one thing. But all this to happen, first there has to be a requisition by the requisitioning authority. That happens to be the SSB through the MHA. We have written letters, so now it's up to him. The moment he issues that requisition, we'll initiate that process.
Who will issue it from MHA?
My lords.
Who will issue it from MHA?
During the course of the acquisition proceeding, we have in acquisition proceeding is complete, we have made payment of entire amount as demanded by the DLAO to the.
This is getting confusing, my lords. Now this was a special case.
I will tell. Heard the parties. The pursuant to the last order, the commandant SSB Supol na hai. Vipur Supol is personally present.
Just paragraph 7 may kindly be taken note of. 7, 8, 9.
His appearance, personal appearance is dispensed with. The copy of the counter affidavit be served upon the learned counsel for the Union of India, and he will act. The Union of India will send a fresh requisition for acquisition, and thereafter the collector will. Collector will take all steps for payment of the compensation amount to the petitioner. The state is granted 6 months time for payment after the requisition is made by the Union of India.
A letter to the देखा नहीं हम दे देंगे. We have issued a letter on 18/11. The only request, because this is a special case, my lords, there was some fault that has happened. That is why we are exempting the SIA. We are not doing anything. We are just saying that the minimum possible shortest time. So all he has to do is we have issued him a letter. So let him reply to that letter. That is.
क्या दिक्कत है आपको यूनियन?
कि हम भी कुछ कह सकें. जब इन्होंने काउंटर की कॉपी अभी तक सर्व नहीं किया तो हम कैसे सबमिट करें कुछ भी?
मेरा सबमिशन में जो एक टाइम दे दिया जाए कलेक्टर साहब फाइल कर दें, वो भी कि क्या है, क्योंकि इनमें कंफ्यूजन होगा तो हुजूर का डायरेक्शन होगा फिर नहीं मिल पाएगा.
That is why I was submitting, my lords, कि process has to be followed ताकि इनको भी बाद में परेशानी नहीं हो कलर, because कोई ऑफिसर 15 साल बाद आएगा.
Counter affidavit filed by the state is taken on record The learned counsel for the state will serve a copy of the counter affidavit to the counsel for the Union of India. Next, pursuant to last order, the commandant SSB has appeared. His personal appearance is dispensed with. List this case after 4 weeks. In the meantime, the Union of India will file its affidavit pursuant to the counter affidavit of the state. But in the meanwhile, the Union of India will take all steps pursuant to the letter dated,
my lords, just.
तो एक हफ्ता कर दिया जाए, बट उसके compliance
18/11/2022 written by the collector to the commandant SSB battalion 18/45th battalion बीरपुर.
एक बार इन्होंने 2006 जो,
अरे भाई दिक्कत नहीं होगा, अब आप चिट करिए ना, दिक्कत क्या होगा कि हम थोड़े ठेका लिए हैं.
वो पॉइंट वहां पे हुजूर नहीं है. ये जो अगर ये फिर से रिक्विजिशन करेंगे तो फिर से एक डिमांड रेस करेंगे कि अब आप इतना रुपया और दीजिए.
अब
दिक्कत,
दिस इज नॉट माय प्रॉब्लम, दिस इज योर प्रॉब्लम. यू टैकल इट विद द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट. Whether they will raise the demand twice, thrice, 4 times.
They have already taken twice. They have raised the demand, and we have just.
So MHA is not powerful enough to recover their amount, or tell them that we have already parted with the amount.
This is a very hypothetical question. Ki we will raise the demand. I mean, we don't know. You issue.
Who is instructing you? Who is instructing you? MHA is instructing you. Which officer?
We have just received from Seema Tathastu, Your Lordship. We are.
No. Which officer of SSB? You are saying SSB. I am asking you which officer of MHA. Then you are saying Seema Tathastu.
We are appearing on behalf of both the parties, and affidavit is being executed by the Seema Tathastu.
I am interested in knowing who is giving instructions from MHA.
Because
then how do you argue these things? How did you argue these things? You are arguing hypothetically that this may happen, this may happen. Government agencies, when they are interacting, writing letters, how can you say that this will happen, this will happen? If they say that send fresh money, then you can say that no, the money has already been released in favor of the state of Bihar.
That is why, Your Lordship, I am just submitting.
So you tackle with the कलेक्टर, यू इंटरैक्ट विद द कलेक्टर. आप फोन करिए, मीटिंग करिए. अब इसके लिए 4 हफ्ता तो दिए ना आपको हम.
ठीक है,
4 हफ्ता बाद हम आपका फाइनल टाइम देंगे.
पोजीशन क्योंकि 10 साल पहले एक्वायर किए हैं. हुजूर का ऑर्डर हुआ 12 में दे चुके हैं. 10 साल हो गया, अभी लोग अभी तक ये लोग फुटबॉल
नहीं.
आप रिटेनिंग इट्स पोजीशन नहीं. जिस दिन लिस्ट पर आएगा
जी,
आप 10:30 बजे मेंशन करेंगे, हम टेकअप कर लेंगे.
We have made our stand very clear. That was we'll pay him that money. मतलब इसमें अब तो since we are making it very clear before my lords, it's an undertaking given by.
Now it is clear that he is going to get the amount.
Going to get the amount. हम लोगों ये 6 months time इसलिए कि so that in future कभी कोई ऑफिसर आया, कभी कोई बोला कि साहब कैसे पैसा दे दिया, आपने प्रोसीजर्स फॉलो नहीं किया, तो पता चला कि ये तो चले गए, हम चले गए, अब वो दूसरे से रिकवरी का और एक अलग तमाशा हो रहा है.
उसमें जो रिटेनिंग इसलिए करें कि अगर हुजूर का बेंच रहता तो ठीक है, नहीं तो लैंड एक्विजिशन का मैटर आता ही नहीं है. हुजूर 10 साल से हम सफर कर रहे हैं हुजूर ऑलरेडी.
10:30 आपको मेंशन करना चाहिए था. इनको बहुत देर से आप बैठाए हुए थे. आई एम नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन समवन फ्रॉम द फोर्सेस टू वेट. आगे से वैसा अगर पर्सनल अपीयरेंस रहे तो मेंशन कर दीजिएगा. चलिए, और किसी का कोई अर्जेंट